It's holiday season, so everyone is keeping gift receipts. And now one senator just uncovered an Epstein receipt that is a gift to all of us who want justice. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the check for buying a woman. Welcome to Occupy Democrats. I'm David Reddish. Yesterday saw the first major dump of Epstein files to comply with the act passed by Congress ordering their release. Of course, that release has already been mired by controversy. Here's a rundown.
The Justice Department releasing hundreds of thousands of documents from its investigation into convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, following a law requiring the DOJ to release the full FBI files. The release comes with exceptions, allowing the DOJ to withhold or redact certain records to protect victims of unwarranted invasions of personal privacy. In this first batch, never-before-seen records from the investigation and thousands of photographs, some graphic and heavily redacted, and without context. It is still unclear if the files will reveal a list of powerful men who took part in Epstein's sexual abuse of teenage girls. The FBI initially insisted there is no list and no evidence that could lead them to charge anyone else with crimes. So far, ABC News has found minimal references to President Donald Trump in the released files.
I have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. I threw him out of my club many years ago because I thought he was a sick pervert.
Trump has tried to turn the focus to Epstein's relationships with Democrats like former President Bill Clinton. This release includes some never-before-seen images of Clinton and Epstein together. This picture of Clinton in a jacuzzi, and this one of him swimming with Epstein's accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, who was later convicted of sex trafficking. But Clinton has not been accused of wrongdoing. The White House chief of staff telling Vanity Fair that there is no incriminating information about Clinton in the files, saying the president was wrong about that. Former President Bill Clinton's spokesperson releasing a statement in part saying this is about the White House shielding themselves from what comes next or from what they'll try and hide forever, saying that Clinton cut Epstein off before his crimes came to light.
So in other words, it looks like the Department of Justice, by not releasing all the files at once, like they were legally supposed to do, and by doing so selectively, it appears Attorney General Pam Bondi is trying to wrangle and control the narrative to move scrutiny away from Donald Trump. And it's not working. Stay with me here. You will be happy to know that Bondi is already facing calls for her impeachment over her handling of this mess, as well as allegations that elements of the files were manipulated through redaction. See our other reports for more on that, though I'm saying it now. Attorney General Bondi will be getting walking papers at some point next year. The reason? Besides her lack of credibility and open politicization of the Justice Department, if her main objective is to protect Trump and deflect criticism, she has already failed. In addition, more details about Trump have come out in this initial document dump, including photographs of him with underage women. Photos which have already mysteriously disappeared from the Department of Justice website. It's funny how that works, right? Well, now one senator just dropped a new bombshell detail that further links Trump to Epstein's sex trafficking. It turns out photographs exist of a check from Epstein to Trump for buying a woman.
There were some new photos released of different powerful men in and around the company of Epstein. One thing that I hadn't seen before was the sort of big fake check of $22,000 to Epstein from Trump, with some reference to having sold a girl. I do think there's more here, and it's worth more investigations to get to the bottom of this and put this to rest and respect the victims.
Senator, I'm sorry, that last claim that you just made, would you mind expanding on that a little bit?
I literally just saw this in an online search as I was coming to this interview about what's new in the Epstein files. My impression from a brief review of several articles was that there was a photo of a fake check, the sort that's given at big events, at what I think was Epstein's 50th birthday party by President Trump. I probably should be better grounded in citing that, but it was one of the things I don't remember having heard about before.
Got it. Okay. And our producer is saying there is a check in the files. We are not able to speculate further about the context of that check exactly.
Well, there you have it. This check allegedly came from Epstein's 50th birthday party. That was, for the record, the same birthday where Trump sent Epstein a birthday card with a drawing of a nude underage woman, which was uncovered earlier this year. Again, see our other videos for more on that. Now, an oversized novelty check from Epstein to Trump doesn't necessarily prove human trafficking was involved, but it does make for a pretty incriminating case. If nothing else, this check offers more evidence that Donald Trump had full knowledge of Epstein's trafficking of women and girls and did nothing to alert authorities, which would make him complacent. So again, my beautiful viewers, what did the president know and when did he know it? Needless to say, we'll keep you updated through this holiday season and beyond on the Epstein-Trump scandal as it develops. And brace yourselves. It's beginning to look a lot like accessory to sex trafficking. This is Occupy Democrats.